Hey guys, wow, my speaker just made some sort of weird buzzing noise, so hopefully that gets fixed. Anyways, doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna go over why, or not really why, but what is the difference and when should you ever go a headshot elimination perk on a weapon. So pretty much the idea behind the headshot eliminations revolve around your potential to proc it in one shot. So whenever you have a weapon that can like have such potential to one shot a husk, you go that perk. You don't do it on a sniper unless you have good aim for the headshots. You go it on any sort of weapon that you have good aim. You're mobile whenever you're able to, get that quick snipe in. Not leaning towards a sniper, but just the snipe in on the headshot. So pistols actually give you such mobility to allow for the headshots to actually proc, which is why I go headshot eliminations on my bald eagle. Now, I have two of them actually. I have one for Brightcore and one for Sunbeam. They both have the same exact perks, right? But one is Brightcore and one is Sunbeam. So I have an energy and one is physical, but that doesn't matter. So my physical one is able to one-shot smashers. However, it's not every day you get to encounter a physical smasher though, because in the upper high levels of Twine, you're not going to encounter many physical ones. You don't even encounter you barely encounter any physical scrawny or fat husks, right? So, oh, my neck. Ooh, I slept wrong, I guess. Anyways, yeah, so that's when you want to go headshot eliminations. Now, what if you were to go Affliction, huh? Let me show you guys. So, if you wanted to go Affliction, not that one. Actually, this one works too, but where's my Siege? It's a little easier to explain. So, Affliction, the only time you ever want to go Affliction as a 6th perk is if you have a 5th perk that can continuously proc the Affliction. So, you shoot the bullet hits a husk takes the damage, and then now they're afflicted by, the afflicted damage, right? That's only when you have the 6th perk as Affliction, though. The 5th perk is what makes the 6th perk more powerful, because the 5th perk applies the damage. So that's why you want to go hand in hand. You don't want to have 45% damage bonus to afflicted targets, and then your 6th perk reads, oh, I deal bonus damage to slowed and snared targets. Like, how are you going to slow and snare a target without anything to create that action of slowing and snaring, right? Which is what happens to the 6th perk. So if I were to change this perk, right, to, let's say, damage dealt with this weapon snares a target. So that would be great. Okay, I snare them, but my 5th perk wouldn't necessarily pop off of the 6th perk, right? So that's why you want to go 5th and 6th together, always together, okay? Take your right hand, take your left hand, and interlock the fingers, and now try and separate them while squeezing. It's not going to happen, because they're together, you see? So that's why you want to have these similar perks together, okay? Because they go hand in hand. Get it? Hand in hand. Anyways. Alright, so now here comes the deal with some of the unique perks. So let's say the Husk Stomper. Now, believe it or not, this weapon right now, as of today, December 30th, almost New Year's, by the way. Happy New Year's Eve, guys. This weapon has a critical hit. Alright? Critical hits with the weapon will cause an explosion. Now, when should you ever go critical hits? Right? When should you ever take this perk and actually use it? Well, here's the deal. You can do it on any hardware weapon. Alright? Any weapon. Well, actually, it doesn't even have to be a hardware weapon. It can be any weapon, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. But I specifically use it on hardware and use Affliction on the other weapons just because. Let me go a little further in depth. Where is my Stormblade? So my Stormblade has Affliction for both 5 and 6, right? 5th and 6th perk, we got bonus damage for afflicted targets, and we have it causes Affliction. So why do I do Affliction, right? And not, can I change it? Yeah, and why not the crit hits? Now here's the deal. The reason why I do Affliction is because I will continuously proc the 45% bonus damage on an afflicted target. So if I hit him once, it's going to continuously proc the Affliction bonus 45% bonus damage. Now I could say the same thing if I went critical hits with the weapon. But here's the deal. This perk means that I will forever proc Affliction on a target that I hit. But will the forever thing be the same thing if applied to this critical hit perk? No, because I need 100% crit chance. And how are you going to get 100% crit chance? if you get 50% crit chance on one weapon, and let's say you equip Guardian Bolt, and that's only for hardware by the way, and you get 50% bonus crit, chance, and then you have 100% crit chance, then it works. But the thing with that is it's bad because you're not gonna be able to proc it at a DPS level. Okay, you're able to proc it continuously. Sure, if you have 100% crit, you're able to proc the 6 perk 24/7, but not how many times 24/7. It's gonna be like once per second 24/7 instead of every single third of a second. That's the difference, and that's when you want to really use that knowledge, so to speak, and apply it to these weaponry, right? So going back to this hardware weapon, hardware Husk Stomper in the store, by the way, get it, okay? I have crit hits with this weapon cause an explosion, damaging targets, blah 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 blah. So why do I have only 15% crit chance and I have double attack speed? Well, here's the deal. Unique to the hardware weaponry, you have Guardian Bolt, who gives you a bonus 50% bonus critical chance on your weaponry, on your hardware weaponry. So that's why I don't put any crit on this. I instead put attack speed, armor for tankiness, miss monster damage, and the 6 perk for bonus crits, right? Or not bonus crits, just more damage overall. Now this is half a tile with 43 base damage. That is insane, right? That is absolutely insane. I forgot the calculations to this, but jeez, I should have wrote it down. I don't feel like looking it up, but it's a ton of damage, okay? Now, let me show you guys the loadout that I have. This is actually what I use for Ventures as well. It's somewhere around here. Maybe 7, 8, 9, 6, 5. Here we go. So I go Kinetic Overload. Now, this is my overall loadout for Ventures, right? I'm still waiting for a good cardboard weapon, but see this. 50% critical rating. That means critical chance. Okay, I don't know why they swapped the definitions and whatever, but you need to go Kinetic Overload for this to work out better. Okay, you don't need Kinetic Overload. You could go totally back and out. It doesn't matter. But Kinetic Overload makes Kinetic Overdrive, whatever the Overload proc twice, so that's bonus damage times 2, right? So you get 2 times the damage. You get all this loadout. This goes hand in hand with both the hammer and Kinetic Overload, right? So I run this loadout especially in Twines outside of Ventures because it works hand in hand. We got Kinetic Overdrive and we got the Husk Stomper popping off with the crits. So we got crits upon Kinetic Overload times 2, right? Times 2. Do you hear that? So essentially you deal a ton of damage. So yeah, that's essentially all it is. So when you have multiple shots per second or multiple hits per second, you want to proc the Affliction 24/7. Unless you're able to achieve the 100% crit chance. If you're able to achieve 100% crit chance, specifically, this is an iffy, by the way, with Out Fiona. She specializes in this, and it's really, really interesting. Take a look at it. Take a look at that. 15% bonus crit chance on swords. Okay, that's 45% crit chance on swords, right? That's interesting because it's similar. Very similar to Guardian Bolt. However, okay, here's the deal. If you're able to get the perks, right, for double crit chance, right here, you're actually able to get double crit chance. You're able to have 100% crit chance with this build. Alright, that you are able to get 100% crit chance with this build on Out Fiona. Now, unfortunately, I have this as my 6th perk right here, but are you able to do that on, let's say, a laser blade? Well, let's see. We have double life chance, so that must mean that we can go maybe double crit. So we have double crit right here, double crit, double crit. We can go double crit percentage in terms of our rating, chance. So yes, we can actually go 100% crit chance. So why would you not want to go this? Well, it depends. Alright, it depends on top of it depending. Because here's the deal. Out Fiona, what does she offer? Alright, what does she offer as a unit, as a commander? What does Out Fiona offer? Oopsie, sorry. So all she offers right here is Smoke Bomb, Throwing Stars, and Dragon Slash. Throwing Stars. There's no kunai. You're not able to get out of a sticky situation, okay? So that's why I don't run Out Fiona. I don't have the Affliction, or I don't have the crit chance, or crit bonus, damage, whatever, exploding in a tile on my swords. Because Out Fiona, who specializes in the crit chance, does not give me enough. Alright? It's not worth putting double crit chance on my swords if I run her in a standard perk, because 15% is pitiful. I can get 30% off of one God rolled sword perk, right? One God rolled crit perk, right? So that's the deal with all this stuff. It's very, very. I'm not trying to tell you guys how to play, but it's good to keep this in mind, okay? Keep all this in mind. Now, there are some unique perks, such as the Roman Candle, right? The Roman Candle is an AoE ability. It's like the Bottle Rocket. You see that, you grab it, you take it. The Founder's Weapons, that's all up in the air as well, right? We got the Ginger Blast, okay? These are all iffies. Now, here's the deal with the Splinter weapon, okay? Really quick. Now, the Splinters are interesting, okay? Where is my Jax's bench, actually? J. So this one has headshot, eliminations, boot the crit chance, blah blah with sword attacks. I need to change that actually, but I just haven't had the time because I'm actually out of. Actually, I have another one. So this would actually be very good, but I don't play this. I don't use this weapon too much. But if I did, I would not take this because this amplifies and influences sword attacks. Instead, I would change it to bullet splinters because 40% of the damage. And let's say I hit 3 million, right? That's 120,000 damage, right? Wait. 1.25 million damage behind my target. Alright, that is insane. If I crit on a 3 million damage headshot and it destroys the husk, or it doesn't even have to kill it, but it just behind the husk, boom, 1.5 million damage, 1.25 actually to be precise, but you know that's only if I hit the crit of a 3 million damage, right? So pretty much that's really all you guys want to know. Okay, there are some also there are just some unique ones with the this is a right click, no, with the critical hits spawning, you know, projectiles, blah blah blah. This is okay. I like this with AoE damage. Now this is all the way up in the air, right? So there is actually another one on here. I think it's either this one or yeah, right here. So you get crit regeneration. That's good. I have that on the Hemlock as well, which procs continuously, which is really insane because the Hemlock actually gives me bonus shielding right here. I use it on let's say a ninja, right? And I get shields back. You know, it's just amazing. It's just amazing, right? There's this team perk that gives me a shield back. I don't know if it's Dim Mock or maybe it might be Dim Mock. I don't remember. But anyways, yeah. So there's also this one that I like a lot where it expands into a ring, but that's on a 4-second cooldown. So you wanna really get this whole thing and try and just create some sort of perspective for it all, right? So you got a 4-second window. You're like, hey man, I caused this ring to explode over here on one single husk while there's a big fat horde of husks coming at me, and I have this ring expansion on cooldown. You know, you got to put that into perspective if you really want to, you know, equip this one, or you want to equip that one, or you want to equip this one, right? The 15 stacks, right? That's good if you're able to proc it continuously in a short amount of time, because then that makes the perk worth it. But if you can't, you're like, this 15 times is gonna be a minute. You know, that's every 4 seconds if you use a rocket launcher or something, right? So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Jess. Please like, comment, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.